Okay.
We're on. We're on here in Formula One.
Yeah, no,
Okay, let's talk
so
about Charles Leclerc.
yeah, so Leclerc. So it's a good segue in the sense of like Leclerc needs to, I don't know. I don't, because I don't think he's quite doing anything wrong just yet. I feel like he's sort of understanding whether or not he's actually in the championship fight. And until this point, it had been all like nice and dandy. The races that he's won, he was very comfortable with the car, very comfortable in the track. But on the past years, he once he starts making mistakes, he starts becoming very harsh on himself. Like he's like incredibly self, like a perfectionist. Like we're like, when he started crashing in what was it, Azerbaijan, like 2019. And like he started being like, I am stupid. And
Mhm.
it's like, but it felt like he was more like that was like his general attitude, like everything needs to be perfect all the time, otherwise I'm not like the greatest driver. And I feel like that's just not the right attitude you need to have if you want to drive for the championship. Like if you want to win the championship, you have to be you have to be more relaxed, but it's about consistency. It's about just being consistently fast and doing the smart decisions when you need to make the smart decisions. And so on this case, when he was trying to chase Checo down, I just think I think he's starting to want it more than to try to retain it more than like he maybe can, and like maybe it's starting to make mistakes because of that. So like
Yeah, I
I just
mean,
think it needs to come down to earth a little bit. Go ahead.
yeah, we've always said it that Charles Leclerc is just such a good driver. Like
Mm-hmm.
no matter in what car you put him, the guy will get the best out of every single car he drives.
Yes.
Uh, and there's just very few drivers that can do that. The only thing is that Charles Leclerc is very prone to getting in his own head. Like
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
he like at some point when like the moment matters and when he feels like he really needs to show up, he makes a mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So that's in Baku when like the Ferraris were clearly like the fastest
The
car there, and
fastest
he
car,
felt
yeah.
like I need to show up and show that I can get pole position, and he crashes.
It was
Uh,
Monaco last year.
Monaco, where it's like it's his home Grand Prix, and
Mm-hmm.
he needs to show up. He did
Actually,
get he did get pole position, but like
but then he
he made
crashed
the
it.
accident, he crashed, and then the car couldn't start the race because there was an issue with the gearbox or
Yeah, and
like
actually it was
the
2 years in
thing.
a row too, because he also in 2000. Wait, was it 2019 or 2020 when he started in Ferrari? But anyways, it doesn't matter. But that first year that he was there, he also like they had a good chance at Monaco, and it wasn't his fault per se because the team messed him up a little bit. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, not to get too into it, but
Yeah, so for Charles, it's just like he's always making like that one mistake that, and the only enemy is himself.
yeah,
So I feel like he it's too easy to get in his head when when like he wants to like I want to be better or show that I can. So for example, I know that and this is like a something that we complain about, but for example, in Saudi Arabia, he's ahead of Verstappen, and he's doing everything he can to try to keep the position, including breaking the rules and going over the pit lane
yeah,
entry, which I don't know what happened to that. No, but anyway,
we never heard of
besides
it. Yeah,
besides that, he just keeps making these mistakes and breaking the rules. And even though in that case it was waived by the FIA and swept under the rug, uh, and then like obviously the race ends and Charles is like, yeah, I got second, we did the best that we could, but now like yeah, but you did break the rules there, just trying to do something just because you're pushing yourself. Just at that time it wasn't punished, and then in this case in Imola it's like the same thing. Like he's trying really hard to like fight for a place that it is really hard to pass Sergio Perez on a Red Bull. Like Lewis
yeah,
Hamilton can tell you that, and
yeah,
even more so in a track like Imola. So I know that you're trying to stay as close as you can to the Red Bull. So
yeah.
like on the straight, you can have like the best DRS like advantage that you can. But you made a mistake, and like you didn't have to. You could have just finished third, and that's like the same thing that we're talking about, like Max Verstappen. It's like or Lewis Hamilton. You just gotta know when like you have to just settle for where you're at.
Yes, and just appreciate those points. Because you lose so much more by like doing that, but like making that mistake. Like I think Verstappen learned that last year in Silverstone. Like, you technically speaking, you didn't have to yield to Hamilton, but now look at how many points you lost. And same in this occasion, like you were pushing a lot harder than you needed to. I think partially because he's trying out to really go for it, to like he feels like he really needs to go for it. But it's counterintuitive, but that's not the right approach. The right approach is to take it easy, take it slow. This is the beginning of the season. You'll do what you can. This is the fourth race, and like he's already like stressing out over it. No, I think he really needs to settle down and come back stronger. And I actually like what you said about Perez, because I actually think that like Perez did also a really good job, and I think especially on the beginning of the race, I think he really understood what his job was at the beginning of the race, which was literally just get ahead of Leclerc and then don't let him pass. And that's what he did on the first turn. He literally just got in front of Leclerc and like sat there. Like he wasn't trying to pass Verstappen. He was just trying to block Leclerc from going. And I think that's why Perez is honestly the best like teammate you could possibly ask.
Yeah.
Like
actually, now that you're saying that, I do have a segue right into that topic.